What's up, you guys? This is Jay Youngo2 back with another video, and in this video today I'm going to be discussing the truth about Julius Randle. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. This season, right now, currently for the New York Knicks, they are on a 6-game winning streak, and that is the longest winning streak they've had in the past 7 years. And the guy who is the engine for this newfound success for the New York Knicks is Julius Randle. This season, Julius Randle has been putting up career highs in many statistical categories. First off, in points, this season Julius Randle is averaging 23.7 points per game. He's averaging 10 rebounds, which is also another career high. He's averaging a career high in assists as well at 6.1. He's shooting more efficiently this season from the three-point line as well at 40.5%. And he's averaging a career high as well from the free throw line at 80% this season. But not only that has improved this season for Julius Randle, but overall, he's just transformed his entire game. This guy went from taking most of his shots in the restricted area of the paint to now taking way more mid-range jumpers. He ranks top 10 in both isolation plays and post-up touches per game. And this season, if you've seen him play just in general, his isolation game, his one-on-one matches up against defenders, Julius Randle is giving a lot of guys the work. But the only con to this is that, he's taken over 50-something% of his isolation plays for the New York Knicks. And, they need another guy who can come in to really set the tone for this team to establish them as elite championship contenders. But when you look at the play of Julius Randle this season, he's improved on his three-point shot. This season, he went from averaging just 27% from the three-point line to now 40%, which is amazing. And for his career, he only shoots 29% from the three-point line as well. So Julius Randle has drastically improved in that area. He's always been a pretty decent playmaker, but this season as well, because of this newfound success on the perimeter play as well, Julius Randle is able to make more effective passes to his teammates. The New York Knicks have really unlocked a new version of Julius Randle this season for this team, because right now they're ranked 6th as well in the Eastern Conference, and that is very impressive for a team that hasn't really found really much success over the last decade. And during the stretch alone, Julius Randle is averaging 30.2 points and 9.2 rebounds during this 6-game winning streak for the New York Knicks. This team has taken drastically huge steps up in their play. And looking at Julius Randle just a few seasons ago, he decided to sign with the Knicks during that season, which was one of the best free agent seasons of all time. So many free agents were available that season, and the Knicks, they got Julius Randle. Many people, including, of course, Stephen A., was just in misery that the Knicks got Julius Randle during that time. And, nobody really cared during that time about what Julius Randle was, but that was just more motivation for him to come out even better. And yes, that first season for the Knicks, it really wasn't the best season for this team. But when they decided to fire their current head coach at the time and replace him with Tom Thibodeau, this was a coach that was able to challenge Julius Randle, a guy who was very well respected around the entire NBA, especially for his defensive play and what he demanded out of his players. Signing him made Julius Randle improve a lot on his leadership skills and just focusing on the things that what he didn't have the prior season for the New York Knicks to make it even better this upcoming season for this team. And we've definitely seen those results pay off this season for the team. This season alone, the Knicks are one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA, going from 23rd last season to now 3rd this season. And because of that massive improvement, Julius Randle is also averaging career highs for his defensive rating as well. So on the defensive side of the basketball court, his game has also improved. But the amazing part about all of this is it's just amazing to see a guy who's in the 7th season of his NBA career transform his game like this. So, later on, it's amazing to see a guy who can now shoot better from the three-point line, shooting more mid-range shots and having the ball handling, playmaking ability, and improving himself on the defensive end as well in the basketball court. This is amazing. And the crazy part about all this too is that he's 26 years old, so he's really now hitting his prime. So we're going to see some of the best seasons for Julius Randle. The potential still for him to improve his game is even more, especially if they acquire another star level player on this team who can kind of take off just a little burden away from him. But the good part about that is, well, that the Knicks have some really talented players on the roster. They have RJ Barrett, who still has a pretty high ceiling in my opinion as well. They have Mitchell Robinson, who's a really great defender and who can improve a bit more on the offensive end, but he still has some good potential. Emmanuel quickly has the potential to be a great starting caliber player one day in the NBA. Alex Burke has been another great scoring piece as well for this New York Knicks team. They've had so much success this season, and then looking on paper, this team, they weren't really expected to do anything this season. They were just expecting to be another lottery team, but they've shocked us all. This season, you know, the New York Knicks are like how, I'm not saying they were like how the Miami Heat were, but in a way, you know, this team, they have just shocked everyone to come out and play the way they have this season. You got to give credit to Tom Thibodeau really coming in and just establishing this New York Knicks team and giving them an identity again. But not only that, but with the improvement of the young players, especially Julius Randle, he will definitely win Most Improved Player this season. For a while, I thought Jeremy Grant was going to win it, but looking at the just significant jump that he's taken, especially this late in his NBA career already, that is just extremely impressive. You can officially say he's an all-around level player, which is rare for a lot of guys. But as I said before, in order for the Knicks to really take another huge jump, they're going to have to add another star-level player on this team. And then with the pieces that they already have on this roster place, we can start really saying the Knicks can be a somewhat of a contender out in the Eastern Conference. But I hope you guys enjoyed this brief video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball content each and every week. Have a good day. Peace.